Greetings, my wonderful subscribers. Don't need that. Apparently I'm trying to be from Transylvania, but, you know, I talk about accents and how I can't do them. That was me not being able to do one. Third time's a charm. Well, it's not, because the other two were great. This third one is another one with the pastels. I'm thinking I might release all three of these videos on the same day, just because I'm doing exactly the same thing. Well, not, because that's stupid. I'm doing the same colours in different fragrances and different ways. So yeah, so I might just release all three of these on the same day. I don't have my lye measured out, so I'm going to have to do it over there on the thingy, but you can actually kind of see what I'm doing now, so... Yes, bitches. Yeah, no, I had to have my lye in that little container because I needed to know if I've got enough soap, enough lye left to do one more soap. Because I haven't had more lye, I don't think. Oh, you know, there's 3 containers of it over there. Never mind. I have no lye water pre-made. And I won't use it. Oh, far out! Well, that was just the best catch ever. Holy shit! This is why you never leave your stick blender like this. There you go. There, if you don't learn from my stupid lessons, you will never learn. Holy crap. Holy crap. I don't have any more tallow left in the house. I can't afford to make mistakes. Oh, I'm just going to stand here for a minute while my heart stops trying to thump its way out of my chest. Holy crap. Yeah, so the 2 colours that I have is Sapphire Sea and French Rose, pink and blue, again. Both have titanium dioxide. This has got titanium dioxide in it as well. So I'll now mix it. I am going to use pink champagne exotic fruits. I just call it exotic fruits. It's too long for labels. And pink champagne does not sound even remotely wonderful to me. Ugh, I just got mess everywhere now. Oh god, that was so close. That could have just... I could have lost that. Oh. So glad that that didn't happen. Oh well, whatever. If it had happened, it had happened, I guess. Now, I'm thinking, so you can see here, I've got my hanger tool out. I was thinking of doing a hanger swirl, because I don't do those very often for you guys. So, and I'm also going to put a little bit extra in these than what I normally do, just so we can have a little bit extra swirlage. I don't think I need to stick blend this fragrance. Don't remember it rising. Here you go. Here's a, and also now that I've moved the camera, here's an idea for you guys. I'm trying not to tread on the cat. This is my bin. No one's died. I get a box and then I use the bags that my what's the stuff called? Soy wax comes in, and use those for garbage liners instead of just buying garbage bags. So, and you can fit a lot of rubbish in one of those, trust me. Alright, fragrance over here, already all measured out, so it was a little bit organised. Let's have a little look and see what happens. There's no rising. It's playing quite well. So we put a little bit in there, a little bit in there, and the rest in there. That can go back over there. As you can see, probably over there you can see my little containers that I measure my fragrances out in are sitting on a coaster and then on paper towel. Just because fragrance oil eats into pretty much anything you put it on, so it's always best if you don't just leave it sitting on surfaces. But yeah, so I'm always like extra careful with fragrance oils now. I've had them eat into things before that I didn't really want it eaten into. So I've learned my lesson the hard way. I've also learned my lesson the hard way to keep the power board away from the water. Oh, it's a moth. Bloody moth. Well, this is behaving beautifully. as you can see. This is still lovely and loose. So we should get quite a nice wispy swirl. Alright, so I'm just going to pour my white in. What I'm going to do is a drop swirl. Alright. Whoa, and I did it the first time too. I'm a shocking shot. I really am. Alright, same as always, that's just a drop swirl. Now, you know, normally that's where I would stop because I love drop swirls. But this time, now all this is electrical wire covered, you can see the electrical wire on the inside, covered in plastic. I'm pretty sure Dad got this from Bunnings or from some hardware somewhere, and he had it in his shed, so he gave me a whole length of it, and I've made all sorts of things with it. So yeah, so all I've done is just bend it to the length of my mould, and then I'll just come in and just go do do do, and then go back the other way, and then do 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 do, and then that's it. There's really no rhyme or reason to how you hang a tool. Like, everybody does it differently. Some people will be pedantic about it, some won't. Me, I don't know, I just put it in there and swirl it about. I don't know, because if the worst come to worst, these two colours would mix up and it wouldn't matter. So I just would end up with some sort of pastel kind of soap. This is still very, very liquid, so I think doing anything at this point probably isn't going to get me much of anything on the top. So what we might do is I might leave this to set up a bit, and when it sets up a bit I'll come back and we'll dollop this stuff on the top, sort of like a cream on the top, just again for something different. So there you go. So there you go. That's 3 different ways to do the same colours. Oh, and next I'm doing the bubble gum with bubble gums. I don't know if you can see them. No. Yeah. I got all the bubble gums. I'm very excited about that. Alright. I will come back when this is all set up, which will be about maybe 10 minutes or so. Alright, I'll see you then. Hello. I'd wave with this hand, but it's currently holding this. So yes, we're not plopping it on. Having an idea. Right, that would be PayPal telling me I've just paid for Strangerville, which I'm currently downloading. Actually, I might use a spoon. I think a spoon will be easier. Oh yeah, I just come back out seeing how set up it was. I thought, you know, I could probably pipe with that. So what I'm doing, it's so hard to do. I need a third hand. Seriously, the third hand would be so helpful right now. I'm trying to put blue down one side and then pink down the other. Oh, except it's not going to work because I can't hold the bag and do this at the same time. It's very, very annoying that I can't do everything myself. The pink is not as set up as the blue, and this is always a problem when it comes to piping. You'll find this happens a lot if you use more than one colour, is they won't set up at the same rate, and that's pretty normal, so don't worry about it if it happens to you. Different micas set up at different rates. Well, seems to be the case anyway. And yeah, you'll often find when you're trying to do things, it doesn't quite work. This is not quite set up yet, but I thought I would bring you along for the messy process, which I will now do the smart thing, except it's not that smart because I don't have a cup anywhere. Oh, one of these will work. Oh, whatever. Oh, seriously! Everything needs to stop right now. Now, when you put your... Oh, yeah, see, definitely not set up. When you put your bag in a cup, always bend your tip. And then that way, if your soap isn't set up, like this is not ready yet, it won't run out the bottom. that was a massive fail trying to do that, so we don't actually need that one. No, there's nothing in there. Just standing here with this, and I ended up using this. Alright, that's fine. Thor can hang out with us. Thor can do whatever he wants. To me, especially. No. Oh, so Marvel, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, whatever. The chick that's marvellous is on next week, so I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, I know what I was doing, but I'm not doing it now. It's just too hard to get it down the bloody sides. I need that press and seal stuff, and it's just so expensive. And I'm just not doing any more. I'm just sick of farting around with it. But like I said a couple of soaps back when I screwed up that black one. What was that? That was that Citrus Fire one. I've been hanging out a pipe for a while. I haven't piped a soap in a long time. So I thought this was probably the most perfect opportunity. And I did actually get carried away trying to get the Sims Strangerville purchased and downloading, because it was there to purchase, and then I tried to purchase it in a bundle, and then it disappeared, and I could only get the Sims 4, which I already have, and it was like, oh Jesus, just let me buy the game. And then it let me buy the game, so I got a bit carried away, got it downloading, and now I'm back out here again. Before the last week, I haven't played The Sims in probably 12 months. I haven't got hardly any of the expansions. I got Vampires, of course. I think I played it for 5 minutes and then put it away. I get caught up in The Sims, and I will play it, and literally 5 or 6 hours will pass and I won't even know. So I tend to not play it very often because it's like such an addictive thing for me. You know, and I also have a tendency to download a lot of extra content as well. Like, you know, clothes and floors and all that sort of stuff. So I do get a bit carried away with it. Yeah, that's still not ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that out of there. That way it's easier to keep an eye on how thick it is. So, alright, well that's not ready. But as you can see, bug, it's all different colours all the way around in there. So that should come out quite interesting. Yeah, not ready. I will bring you back when it is ready. Oh, look, I can see me. That's the one thing I really hate when people film themselves with their phones and they have their screen, because I have the screen down from you. The camera is here, right? And then just here is the laptop, which I can actually see myself. I can see my boob, my side boob hanging out. What I really hate is when people are filming, right, I'm sitting here looking at the camera, if they sit here and film like this, looking at themselves, that drives me mad. Utterly mad. Or they're going like, and then they'd start talking to the, and then, oh, it's like, really, just look at one or the other. But anyway, okay, that's my little rant. I will go away now. I'll come back when that's set up and we'll do some piping. Hell, might even see the sun come up. Now put one, just having a little go, see if it's thick enough. It's pretty good. It's probably still a little bit not set up. It's not bad. colours look good. Oh. It's a little hard to do this where I am. Well, I should have made a mess of that one. It's definitely still a little loose. I probably could have waited another 10 minutes. But I've been waiting for ages already. And it's still like this. It's like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to do another level now, aren't I? Because that's not enough. Oh, it looks so good! Oh, so awesome. Look at that. It's got blue and white and pink in them. They look really good. I don't want to waste it. I mean, I don't want to wreck it because it looks good, and if I do any more, I'll probably wreck it. You know what? I'm just going to wreck it. Oh, well, if I wreck it, hey. So, today, or so far, since I've been awake, has been one of those rare ones. Really rare ones where it actually hasn't been so bad. Apart from the fact that I got a $500 electricity bill yesterday, which sort of made my life miserable. Today's been good because I just got Strangerville because I don't care that I got a $500 bill. I went and bought it anyway. And what's her name started back again today? Shadowhunters. So, yum. Dominic Sherwood. Very, very nice, let me tell you. And it's a good show. I love the books, so. Movie, books. Was it a book? I think it was. I'm sure I've read it. Oh, there's so much. Jesus. There's too much. No, I just don't want to wreck it. I don't want to put any more on there because I think it's awesome just the way it is. You know, I'm not gonna. Not gonna! What can I do with it though? This isn't even mine. I don't even get to keep it. It's not fair. What we'll do is we'll do that. Let's make that into a soap. And then I can just do a little bit more piping. Just a little bit more. It's not enough piping to soothe the piping beast within. I still want to pipe more, so. I had a lot of air in it. Wah! It's still very not set up. Oh, my English skills are on point, aren't they? It's very not set up. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I've lost it, boo! What about... just not have enough. Just do... little ones. Little one! That'll do. That'll just stop being an idiot now. Stupidity is what that is. Blatant stupidity. Alright. So there you go. That's definitely 3 very different soaps. I'm looking forward to seeing the inside of this one. I think it'll be very nice. I am sick to death of this shit. These little puffer bottles, I take it back that they were any friggin' good. Because they're not the shit. Oh, I've bought some new glitter too. You guys might be interested. From Glitter Girl. She has the big chunky cosmetic stuff that's also biodegradable. And I've followed Glitter Girl for a while on Facebook, and I thought, you know what? I mean, this is a 10-year-old kid who has started her own business selling glitter and unicorn paraphernalia. And I thought, I'm going to support that. So I've put in an order, a while back now, for some Glitter Girl glitters. So we'll see how they go, because they, like I said, they're big chunky ones, and I've been looking forward to using some bigger, chunkier glitters. Like, I mean, I'm talking like, you know, chunky pieces, like what you use for craft projects and stuff. So, but this is called cosmetic glitter, so I can use it on soaps, because you don't use craft glitters on soap. Alright, that looks pretty awesome. So I guess I will have to do a close-up of that one too. That end doesn't look as good as this end. What's new? Alright, I will see you guys for the close-up and then the cutting. Alright. Bye. You didn't get to see daylight.